Hello and welcome to Building a Business Written Praise with me, Anna Angelova, your co-host here and a business coach and consultant. And together with me is Jores Minasvand, my co-host and a business consultant. Hey, Jores, happy Tuesday.
Hey Anna, happy Tuesday. Finally, the snow is over. We get a little bit of break.
Yeah, we got
First
the
snow
first
of the
snow for
year.
the year. Yeah, the first snow for the season, and it's been really beautiful. I love snow,
It is.
and a little bit early. And this is the first time we're actually streaming this live for the members of the Visionary Founders Club. So if we see questions or anything like this, we might actually answer. But otherwise, it's the same
Absolutely.
format that we've had before, where we talk on a topic. And today, what we share is all about self care. So we will share 12 habits for self care for business owners. And this one, like when I was wondering about the content for this week, I had a few ideas, but this morning I attended an amazing 30-minute Zoom session. It was laughter yoga with Kathy Nesbitt, someone I recently met at a networking event. And this thing energized me so much. Like you even saw me after that, and you're like, "Oh, you look so happy." It's just I don't know if I can do it justice and describe it the right way. So thinking along the lines of, okay, what do we want to talk about? Like I have been thinking about something else before that. A lot of our clients, a lot of the business owners that we talk with and we meet in different events, they really care about their clients, they care about their teams, they care about their community. Like they get out there and help, and they are of service, and they forget to take care of the MVP. So that's why today I was thinking, after that experience, I'm like, you know what, taking care of yourself and filling your cup is so important. So this is the topic for today. And without actually further ado, uh, we can start with the first one that we have on the list. And this one is something that I have been practicing pretty well. There were times when I was not doing it, like I completely stopped doing it, and I'm getting back into this one. It's starting your day with intention, not running immediately to the laptop and starting work. I really like starting my day slowly. And one thing that we have actually as a habit is while we are having our breakfast or like having coffee, one thing that we do is we do something for our brain. Like we do those, it started with Wordle, then I think we added waffle. And then I found Betweenly, and then LinkedIn came up with the games. Now I think they have 6 games. So
Mm.
we start our day intentionally with a little bit of what is it, like a workout for the brain. But
Mm.
the other things that I do in the morning is like I journal. I do a little bit of yoga, like 5 minute stretch or something like this. On some days, I meditate and visualize. I read. I read something motivational, and it's really a process that helps me let go of things and start the day my way.
Mm. Absolutely. I like to take this a little bit further back before we get to the start. One of the things I think you and I used to be really bad at this, but I think you were a lot better, and I have started training myself, is when you open your eyes, even taking care of yourself starts with how you get out of the bed. And they say, don't jump out of the bed. Forget about running to a laptop or phone or checking anything. Sit up first, then turn around, put your feet down, and let your body start. Because nature is slow. We always talk about these things. If you go with a Western medicine, take a Tylenol, it's fast, but it's not curing anything. But if you go to naturopathic medication, that's slower because our metabolism is slow. And one of the things that happens, you go from sleep to awakeness, there's a slow process. Your literally your organs haven't even started. They're still in a sleep mode. So take a few seconds, look outside if you can. There's a window, look down, take a breath, stretch your shoulders, then stand up, then walk slowly. Give your body to stand up. I mean, there are some routines that say jump out of the bed and run and gulp 3 liters of water. That's the worst thing you can do with your body. So start slow and start the right way. That's all I can add to this one. You put this amazingly, and yes, those are the routines that we do. And I even take this on my travels. I use the breakfast time to do the game, start my mind, minus the jet lag. But I think you always talk about this thing, Anna. Your business will never outgrow you. What happens if you're not around? That means your business will collapse and won't be there. So taking care of yourself is the best thing you can do for everyone.
And what you mentioned actually reminds me of something else that you read, and we started doing it. It's interesting how it works when you're saying about slow. So in the morning, starting with intention, when you said drinking water, you mentioned that somewhere you saw that like in the morning our body we've recovered from like however many hours of sleep. So drinking actually like a gallon of water is not helpful.
Not
It's
at all.
like a sponge. You were saying it's like a sponge where a little bit we need a little bit to kickstart things, and then of course I continue drinking water. So
Mm.
it's great point. And I actually want you to mention the second habit, which is something that I would say you are way more consistent with.
Oh yes, taking care of, stay strong. Um, Staying strong. A lot of people work out. They come up with these routines. Oh, I have this summer I'm going for a reunion, or we're going to have a my sister's wedding, my brother's wedding on the beach. I want to wear a speedo. They do workouts for the wrong reason. If you do the workout for the right reason, and that is strength, everything else will come with it. And one of the things I found, maybe it was a big scare that woke me up almost 30 years ago. Uh, but uh, one thing that I found is if you want to stay consistent with your workout and stay in a moving in a motion where you don't sit 8 to 10 hours a day, you have to set the right goal. You have to, if you say, "Oh, I have a goal," and that goal expires in 12 months. After 12 months, our brains are literally will drop everything. That's why every New Year, January, all the gyms, the membership goes up, and then by February, March, the memberships all get canceled or the attendance drops because it's not the right goal. And if you do it for the strength, if you make it part of your habit, and Anna, you know this, my coworkers know this, my customers know this, my calendar is blocked for 1 hour during the morning, and that is my workout time. I do not literally, I can say in the past 7, 10 years, I may have missed 1 or 2 days, maybe. And I take this on the road with me. Anna knows. I explicitly choose hotels that have gyms that I can go in, and I can even just as a maintenance. If you're on the road, you don't have your routine, do the maintenance. But staying strong, staying healthy, it's absolutely priceless. But you have to make it part of your lifestyle. If you make it part of your lifestyle, like eating, sleeping, laundry, grocery shopping, whatever you do, even if when you go away on business trip, that's part of your life. You'll fit it in. Absolutely, it's doable. There is no excuse for someone to say, "I don't have time to stay strong." And it could be a 25-minute routine, it could be a 45-minute routine, but it's something that you need to do to stay strong. When part of the workout, if you do the right thing, What workout does, it because you damage your body, you damage your muscles, and you start putting stress on your joints, your body starts secreting growth hormones. And those growth hormones are the ones that they say there are three things they say you can do. You can slow your aging, you can stop your aging, but you can actually reverse your aging. And it's doable. You just have to put your mind to it and focus on yourself and do it. I know I can talk about this whole video is going to be about me talking about it, but I can't emphasize. And Anna knows after if I stop for a few days, she comes to me and says, "You're depressed. You haven't worked out for a few days." I literally, because I miss all the hormones, my brain misses all the hormones, I get depressed. So take care of yourself. I mean, no business is worth you dying. I've seen so many people, so many friends around me that are gone because they literally they did not pay attention to their lives, to their own health. And I'm a big advocate of this.
So that's why I gave you the floor to talk about this
Yeah.
one. And yes, I know you can talk about it for the next like 3 hours, not just 30 minutes. That's why the key thing is put it in your calendar and stick to it. And it paid dividends that down the road, even just in the short term, it helps so much. And then down the road. So habit number two, just to repeat it, staying strong, working out, exercising, taking care of your health, which actually brings us very nicely to the third one, which is my domain, sleep. I need my beauty sleep. I really need my beauty sleep. So I am not ashamed to say that I go to bed at 9:30ish in the evening, and I can sleep until 7 if I need to. Although these days, like we've been getting up 5:30, 6 o'clock. Sleep is so important. And adding on what you said, Joris, when we sleep, our body recovers and our mind recovers everything. And with sleep, one of the things is that it's not that much the quantity, it's the quality. Because like 10 hours of sleep that is like light sleep, no REM, no deep sleep, you feel tired and groggy. And again, we can talk on this topic so much because it's something that we are really interested into, like with biohacking and all these kind of things. But a lot of, especially men, like the hustle culture and sleeping 4 hours a day or something like this, sleep is important. You need sleep to be a better leader, to make better decisions, to feel more energized during the day. And one thing is also napping. Like when it comes to sleep, it doesn't have to be one big stretch. It can be like, yes, you sleep during the night, but then napping throughout the day as well. Like there are stories of some of the smartest, some of the most successful people in the world who actually nap. And of course, there are studies done with this kind of thing. So power naps, things like these can also help with reset throughout the day. But habit number three, sleep. Really
Yeah,
important and a non-negotiable, just like with the previous one.
absolutely. And they say one point I will add to this is there is a philosophy about hydration. They're saying that if you hydrate too much and it wakes you up in the middle of the night, sacrifice the hydration to a better sleep. Sleep is more important. That means stop drinking around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, so you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night, disrupt your sleep for a bio break. It's that important. It's more important than hydration. You can hydrate yourself from 5, 7 a.m. whenever you wake up to like 5, 7 p.m., but then stop at a point where when you go to bed, you can literally 4 to 5 hours, or maybe in Anna's case, 10, 12 hours of a really good sleep, uninterrupted.
Okay, so we shouldn't have had that beer, but it's okay. Moving to the next one.
It's not even 6 o'clock. Don't worry. We're good.
Okay, moving to the next one. You want to take it?
Yeah, refuel. Yeah, I think this is the combination of what we just talked about, mind, body, and spirit, right? The first habit was about the mind. When you wake up, your mind, you feed your mind. During the day, you do exercise, you take care of your body, you do stretch, you don't sit all day, you stand. And then the spirit, do meditation, whatever it takes. Train yourself. Be aware. I think awareness is key. And Anna, you know this. How many things that I have fixed in my body, in my physiology, just by listening to my body, and just by listening to it. When your body, your spirit needs it, it's not just your body; it's your spirit. Walk away. Close the laptop, walk away. If there's a toxic person, toxic conversation, after that, go, me, and I get in the car and drive. 15, 20 minutes of drive. But the key is, and yeah, I think quoting the Robin Sharma in the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, you cannot drive anywhere on an empty tank. At some point, you have to stop and refuel. And if you let it go too far, that refueling would be in a hospital bed and maybe in even worse. So you don't really want to do that. And I love when I saw, I'd heard of uh, beer yoga, I'd heard of warm yoga, I'd heard all kind of yoga, but I hadn't heard of laughing yoga. So like Anna did the laughing yoga with Kathy's club this morning, and she's completely changed. And what is changed even in her voice? It's 6:15, 6:20, and when she talks on this video now, she's energized. She's full of energy right now. I can hear it in her voice. And these are the things that you need to pay attention, mind, body, and soul. And you need to refuel your tank. With these three things, when you show up at your work with your team, they hear the energy in your voice. They get energized. They hear the happiness in you. They want to be happy. And this is something that we always talk about leading by example. Leading by example is not just, show your people how to do project management. No, that's not it. You can also show your people how you take care of yourself.
Very well said. The only thing I would mention is like with refueling food, like what do you eat as well. Like this is
Yeah.
part of, and you might have noticed how, especially like with lunch, depending on what you have for lunch, the afternoon might feel more sluggish, or you might feel more energized, and even with dinners, like the next day, how you feel the next day. So amazing. And as I said, we can talk about this for ages and ages, but
Yeah.
we don't have
And
ages.
fasting and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And speaking of laughter, the fifth one actually we do have here as a habit, self-care habit, and also to help you build a successful business is laughter. Laugh more. And this is one thing that when you think about from your own experience, and also our experience shows it, the clients we work with, like the best companies there, the most successful ones are actually places where people have fun. And like even in my career when I was working in corporate, one of the teams that I was working with, the best team ever that I've worked with, like one time I think it was the VP, I think she was there, and her comment was like, "Oh, why are your people always so happy and laughing so much?" It's just having fun. Yes, there were problems, of course. We had production issues where we promote something and then it breaks, and like we spent the whole night and evening fixing these kind of things. But that energy of fun and laughter, and instead of people saying, "Oh, thanks God it's Friday," they're like, "Oh, it's Monday, let's go to work." And laughter, laughter, laughter. Like as I said, Kathy's laughter yoga and Kathy's club, amazing. I will add the link so you can check it out. It has so many benefits. It really elevates us. Like for those of you, like if you have been listening to our different podcasts and also have been checking my work specifically, like as an iPad graduate, I use the 7 levels of energy, and laughter really releases those stressful hormones, and it floods us with the hormones of abundance and creation. and the anabolic, the creative ones. And from there, we elevate ourselves to those levels of level 5, level 6 of joy and creation and abundance. And like Doris, like you're saying, I'm so energized today just because of a 30-minute I spent. There was movement, there was laughter. It was like a really cool, fun session. So, a habit for you to develop as a business owner, as the leader, not only in your business, but in life in general, is laughing, is being happy. And by the way, a benefit of laughter. And you will hear, so I have an interview with Kathy that it will be on the podcast next week, like after just after this episode. So remember, put it in your calendar so you can listen to her story. But one of the benefits of laughter is a six pack and not the one that contains the beer. So laugh as much as possible.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned how hard, physically hard and painful it was to laugh. Like it's like literally because we haven't laughed so much in our lives, the muscles that we use for laughing are not exercised. And when you laugh for a prolonged time, like for 30 minutes, you literally feel it in your body. And this is I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but absolutely, I love laughter. I think it's very positive. It detoxes all the cortisol. It gives you the right hormones, and I think they said for frowning we used 450 muscles. For laughter we use 6 or 7 in our faces. So the more you laugh, the less wrinkles you would have in your face. So laughter is good for everything.
It's medicine, yes, yeah.
Yeah, beneficial. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Number 6, I think this is something that I'm looking forward to do this December when I'm away. Uh, but I think I need to start doing this more often. I don't think I'm doing this at all. Uh, Constantly connected. I mean, we are literally emails, meetings, notifications, Instagram, this and that, and postings and videos, and we are literally attached 24/7. And this constant connection keeps our brain running all the time. And we are rarely present in the moment. Either we're thinking about what the meeting tomorrow morning, or the meeting we had 10 minutes ago, or email I read at noon. Charlie Kirk did this and lived by this. Every Friday evening, he disconnected completely until Saturday evening, where he uh, spend time with his family, with his children, with his social circle, and he completely disconnected from everything. And I love this idea. I really, really love it. I think I need to do this, whether it's Friday to Saturday or Saturday to Sunday. It's incredible. I think it's incredible value. Turn off all notifications, put your phones away. If it's an emergency, let people call 911. I'm not needed. I'm not even an ambulance. I can't help anyone. So um, I think this is going to be the hardest for me. Uh, but I think after everything that I'm doing, this is going to be one of the most fruitful for me to do. For you as well, Anna. I think we need to
Yes,
start working. And this is just like we do fasting. You know how we do fasting? What we're doing is we're giving our digestive system a break from eating and digesting. Same thing for our brains. Give your our entire nervous system and our brain a break from everything that's around us that fills us.
yes, and connect with people. That's why I really like. I actually changed this to like unplug to reconnect, so we can reconnect with people. We can reconnect with ourselves. We can reconnect with our loved ones, with nature. And yes, it's a work in progress. I also am not doing anything at the moment that comes even close to this. Because you mentioned fasting, one thing we did with fasting is that we started slow. Like we started with the smaller intervals, and then we were able to do a 24-hour fast.
And that
So
one.
even with this one, we can experiment with, okay, let's try a 4-hour disconnect. We could do
Yeah.
and unplugging so we can reconnect. And the work in progress. Absolutely. We don't, like, these are habits that even for us, what we're sharing, even for us, we don't do everything every single day. Some things we are habits for us already, so we do it part of our lifestyle, like you said, Joris. Other things we're working on, and this one is one that
Mm,
we definitely are looking forward to implementing in our own life, so it can
mm,
help us with the business as well.
yeah.
Now, a bit more of a rapid fire kind of thing for the next ones. So, the seventh one, the seventh habit we have for self care to help you step up in your role as a visionary leader is honoring your natural rhythms, honoring natural energy. And one example is with the day. And this kind of aligns with sleeping, the circadian rhythm. We all get impacted by this. Getting up in the morning, not staying up too late, not having too much blue screen and things like this. It's something that we're all impacted. Seasonal changes impact us as well. You know how with spring, when spring comes, we all feel a bit lethargic at some point. These are natural parts of us being connected to the planet and the nature in general. And then women, we do have also the monthly cycle as well. And there are days when I feel so energized and I feel like I'm on the top of the world and I can do anything. And then 2 weeks after that, I am eating chocolate cakes and watching Harry Potter or reading Harry Potter and staying on the couch and not wanting to do anything.
Mm,
So this is where, when it comes to self-care, first of all, you mentioned awareness. Find your cycles throughout the day, throughout the month, throughout the seasons. Find your cycles, and instead of swimming against the water, swim with it. When you feel like, okay, this is a good time to do introspection, do it. When you feel like, oh, I feel energized, I want to go out, meet people, do it. Like schedule your work with this, and honor your gifts and your cycles.
mm. Speaking of which, uh, of habits, uh, takes us to the next one, number eight, which is breathing. And this is literally true. I didn't know I was doing it until I started paying attention that we forget to breathe. We run from meeting room to meeting room, from one email to the other, from one document to the other. In between, we forget. In the rush, we forget to breathe properly. I mean, we can spend another 2 hours just talking about how to breathe properly. I learned this about 10, 15 years ago, how to breathe through my stomach, but that's a different story. But even if you're breathing through your chest, uh, just stop between meetings or between documents or tasks, whatever you're doing. Stop for 90 seconds. Take 4 breaths in, hold for 4 seconds, and breathe out for 6 seconds. And then, literally, after you try this for 2 or 3 cycles, you'll feel like your shoulders drop and you're relaxing. Your headache will go away. People run to the coffee, and I just watch them. Why do you keep running to the coffee? Oh, I'm getting a headache. Well, that's not because of the coffee. Coffee is not, it's because when you're drinking the coffee, for that moment that you went to the coffee room and got the coffee, you relaxed and you started breathing, and that took care of your headache. So, again, we don't want to spend too much time on these things, but yeah, that's pay attention to your breathing as well. It's part of your routine. Make it part of your routine.
Yes, and you can even add reminders throughout the day to pause and do this
Mm,
as a way to take care of yourself as the most valuable player in your business.
mm,
And speaking of your business, like especially when we're starting, a lot of times like we start alone. Like unless you have a business partner, we usually start our business on our own. And nowadays, a lot of the work we do, a lot of us do work that is like from home, so it can feel really lonely. So the next habit we have, number 9 in the list, is to connect with others, connect with a community, especially a community of other business owners, other founders and entrepreneurs who understand your journey, who can support you, even push you and tell you BS when you are BSing. And this is one of the things that there was, I think, the longest running Harvard research on happiness, where they mentioned that the most important thing when it comes to our happiness is actually our relationships. So if you are not part of a community, of this kind of a supportive community, find one. We highly recommend joining our Visionary Founders Club. It's a free space for business owners to connect, to come together. As I mentioned in the beginning of this recording, we are doing this now live in the community. So when you join it, you'll be able to join us live, to even interact with us and share your insights, ask questions, and again, highly recommend it. Connecting with the community, so important. This one is an online community. I would add connect with an offline community as well. People where you can grab coffee with, go for lunch, meet in person, have the face-to-face interaction.
And as part of that community and as part of your working community, practice the power of no. I think there's a book with that name as well, Power of No, which I believe we have read, Anna, and I've listened to it on my Blinkist. Uh, we as like I think they said 75% of humans are type A. We are people pleasers, and we automatically say yes to everything, especially at work. Or somebody asks you to help them move in the middle of winter, or start um, like have the no in your back pocket or back of your tongue, ready to splurt out. And then even if you change your mind later to yes, but maybe default answer should be no. So learn if it's something that you don't want to do, if it's something that doesn't align with what you are, doesn't feel right for you today. It may be good tomorrow, but not right now. And there's nothing wrong with setting boundaries. These are very, especially at work, setting expectations and boundaries are very healthy for both sides, because if you say yes and you don't do something properly, you become miserable. Everybody suffers. So you are very good at these levels of energy. I think this is level 4 care, that
Yeah,
includes
yeah,
caring enough to say this isn't right for me right now, maybe later.
yes. And with this one, again, we forget that. So level 4 energy, it's a lot about service and care and helping others. And we forget that it's also about taking care of ourselves. And as you were sharing this, I actually remembered one thing that you can use as a rule. If you want to work on this habit of building boundaries, saying no, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. Like this is your filter. Is this a hell
I like.
yes? Then thumbs up, yes. Otherwise, it's a no. So very
If
well
you don't
said.
get excited over it, it's a no.
Exactly, exactly.
Yep, I love it. I love it.
And then this actually helps you with the next part. So the almost last, like the whatever the word was for the last two, the one before the last. So 11 ultimately in our list. It's reclaiming your time for creativity and to actually do valuable work. And this is where, when you learn to say no and when you have your boundaries, you can set up time. And this time can be like throughout the week. This can be the time where you actually do focused work. Because as the business owner, especially if you are on your own, but even when you have a team as the business owner, chances are that you are doing so many things. And a lot of the things you're doing are actually, you shouldn't be doing these things. Let's say it this way, they should either be deleted or delegated. So you are spending, I can tell you like that with certainty that you're not spending enough time on the high value work that you only you as the business owner can do and should do. So developing that habit to protect your time, whether it's early in the morning, whether it's in the afternoon, whenever it works for you, where you can work on the work that only you can do, that moves the needle, helps the business. And then the other part is developing the habit where you also create those pockets of time and space where you don't have to do anything. You just do use this for like that blank space. allowing you to think, allowing you to explore, allowing you to get out of the weeds, get out of the trees and see the forest. So this is the 11th habit to be able to take care of yourself and, of course, help you build the business that you want to have.
And I'll let you segue that into number 12, which you're good at.
Oh, I'm getting the honors of number 12. It's okay. You
You're
can
good
you
at
can do
that.
this.
You're good at that. You're good at this. I can, yeah. It's about ending your day with the gratitude, reflection, and celebration. We are so intertwined with our daily lives and daily work that we need to have a target, a successful target to celebrate. No, every day is our success. And at the end, ending a day is success on its own, and that's what we need to celebrate and be grateful. Have be grateful for the people you worked with, the people that you were with, the people you're having dinner with, the new people you met. We had an event a couple of weeks ago, and there was a young person there, and he, as a young person who started in networking and in sales, he said, well, he made a sort of resolution that he wants to talk to four strangers a day. And funny thing was, one of those conversations happened in a hot tub, and they started chatting, and it turned out to be an interesting conversation. So even meeting somebody strange, like some stranger, and making a new connection, celebrate that. Celebrate the good food you're eating. I mean, there's so much suffering right now going through the world that for us not to be grateful for what we have, I think that itself sends the wrong message to the universe. And being grateful is incredible. And every day that you get up and do something, you move forward in your endeavor, and you're doing something positive, big or small, it doesn't matter. And I know, Anna, you're really good at it. I'll let you have the last words on this before we wrap the night.
Yeah, you said it very well, though. And this is one thing that I will be transparent here. I have been struggling with my bookend at the end of the day to take the time to reflect, practice gratitude. And the thing with the celebration ultimately is like we're so focused on what's next, right? Like, okay, this one is done, what's next? And we forget, this is the thing, we forget that even a month ago, we were not where we are today, let alone at the beginning of the year. We forget that we already took so many steps and celebrating, like you said, the big and the small. And as the leader, as the business leader, also, if you have a team, celebrating it with your team. Like, Joris, you mentioned leading by example. So this is another thing that one of the things, it's interesting when you read those reports, how leaders think that they celebrate enough, and then employees like, no, it's not enough. So like, there is
Yeah.
definitely a disconnect. So yeah, it's like we started with intention. Like the first habit was all about intention for the day, and then ultimately the last habit is how you close the day, and closing it on that higher note as well, preparing yourself for a good sleep with taking the time to reflect, taking the time to think about what you're grateful for, focusing your attention and the energy on the amazing things that happened, whether it's personally or with the business. It keeps you at that level 4 energy, because gratitude is also level 4 energy. It starts there and then it goes, like, it goes up. And as I said, with the celebrations, try to find something to celebrate. Try to find something as small as it is. And I know that as like you are a high achiever just like us, and completing something that you should have completed 3 weeks ago is not reason for celebration. But why not? You finally did it. You overcame the procrastination, whatever it was. You finally did it. Why not celebrate it?
Yeah.
So yeah, these were the
I
12 things.
usually
And yeah, go
I
ahead.
usually celebrate my day at the beginning, where I wake up alive and I'm like, yay, another alive day. I'm good. We're good. This is perfect. So that's
Well,
a
now
celebration for
celebrate
me.
at the end of the day as well.
Yeah,
It's
now we
good
have
to
to
celebrate
celebrate. Yes. Yeah.
at the end of the day. Absolutely.
Perfect.
So
Just
yeah,
add it
these
to
were
the
the
list.
12 habits we have. And as usual, again, if you have been listening to our podcasts and read the blog posts we publish as well, you know what's coming. And what's coming is that don't try to do all these things. If you are not doing this, if these are not part of your routine, don't try to do all of them at once. Pick one,
Mhm.
focus on this one, make it part of your lifestyle, and then add on top of this, build on top of this, and
Mhm.
add the next one. So whichever one you feel called to, like don't overanalyze it. Like let your intuition tell you like which one resonated the most with you today as you were listening. And if you need to listen to this one more time, absolutely listen to it. And choose one, choose the one that you feel like, yeah, this is the one that I would benefit the most, and start taking care of yourself because you're doing something amazing. You're doing something extraordinary by building a business. This is not for the like
Faint of
weak
heart.
faint of cardiac. This is not for everyone, and you're already doing something courageous. Not everyone is steps to do this, take this kind of responsibility. So taking care of yourself. As I mentioned, my interview with Kathy is coming up, and as a spoiler alert, she wants to live until 111 and be a productive and energized and like for the person she is today. So why not? Why
Yeah.
not run your business until you are 111?
104 is my target. That's
Why
when my
not?
grandmother lived. How long my grandmother lived. So
Why not? Why not
absolutely,
do
why not?
one
Yeah.
better? So
Happiness,
uh,
combination of everything. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. And part of the beauty of what passion that you and I have, Anna, is helping others, right? We
yes,
are leading by example. We are I mean, I travel so much, and I have more energy than my entire team combined that runs with me. And I think the oldest is half of my age in that team. And it's this is just true. It's not by design. It's just the outcome of my lifestyle. And they all ask me, "How do you do it?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just do it because to me it's so natural. It's like my lifestyle.
and
It's
this is
very
part of it. Like what we were just sharing, these 12
exactly.
things, it's part
It's
of
a
the lifestyle.
combination of all of it. Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today. And I know we ran a little bit over, but we're, like you said, Joris, we're so passionate about this. And again, listen to it one more time. Mm, choose one of these habits to focus on and make
Hmm.
it part of your lifestyle. Taking care of yourself as the business owner. This is so important. And Joris, you
Hmm.
mentioned it already. This is one thing we do in the Launch 360 program, and when we work with our clients as well, we keep on repeating it. Your business will never outgrow you. You grow,
Hmm.
and then the business grows with you.
Is with you. You are the business. Yeah.
Yes, so
Wow.
investing
Yeah.
in yourself and growing personally, professionally, this is how it works. You need to become a millionaire first in as a mindset before the
To
million
make
dollars
millions.
end up in your account.
Hmm. Absolutely.
So this is it for
Fantastic.
today. And we will be back. So again, live in the group on Tuesdays, Tuesday evening. So if you want to join us live, come to the Visionary Founders Club. The link is available for you. We'd love to see you there. And otherwise, the episode will be on the podcast platforms on Thursday, like a couple of days later. So you need to wait when you don't join the club. Um, so yeah, we'd love to see you in the club. We'd love to have you here on the podcast platforms, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching us. Thank you. We're really grateful for everything you do, for allowing us to be part of your journey. And have a wonderful rest of the week.
Thank you, Anna.
Thanks, Doris. Bye.